Good morning, everybody. Matt Moda here with the Dong Reports, where I give you my favorite home run picks of the day. So we're talking today, Saturday, August 10th, where I'm going to have 8 players on Dong Watch for you guys to lock in. Loved the Dong slate that we had for today. As of for yesterday, it was a fine day overall. I'm never going to complain about having a profitable day, getting 2 players to mash home runs. Thank you to Jackson Merrill for coming through with a just very juicy plus 800 banger in the top of the 9th inning. That was incredible. He cashed out for us. And then we also had Joe Adele hit a home run for us as well. Because of those 2 guys, we were able to have a profitable day yesterday, up 0.35 units. Very slightly in the green, but we will take a day in the green. On the entire season, if you've been following the round robins plus the straight plays that I give out, you would be up a little bit over 14 units, about 14.3 units on the entire season. This week alone, Monday till now, has been the best week that we've been doing this by far, not even close, easily the best week. Hopefully that continues today and tomorrow, and we can round out the best week by a long shot. I would appreciate it if you could subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are not already. Like and comment on this video just to help me out. The last thing I'll mention before I get into the bangers is that I do have a Dub Club where I send all of my picks out for $5 a month. If you're not familiar, Dub Club is just a platform that you can sign up for, a service where you can sign up for people like me's picks that get sent directly to your phone. I only charge $5 a month. Everything that you see on YouTube, I first send it out on Dub Club. So if you don't want to deal with YouTube, or you just want to get everything early, the Dub Club is your option. If you're not interested in that, no harm, no foul. Let's get into the bangers. So my first 2 picks are going to be in game 1 of the Rangers versus Yankees game. And I'm taking Marcus Semien and I'm taking Juan Soto, both of them to hit home runs. I had Semien yesterday in this same exact matchup. That game got rained out. And they have a different pitcher. Nathan Eovaldi is pitching for the Rangers, which I wanted to target a lefty. That's why we are going with Juan Soto, who's just been crushing the ball recently. So, reminder, I play all 8 in a round robin times 2, but for same game parlays like this one, you're going to have to place them as a separate bet. So for today, I'll let you know whenever that's the case. That's the case with these 2. Now, according to Ballpark Pal, this is the best game of the day from a weather plus stadium perspective for home runs to be hit. It's hot, it's humid, winds are blowing out of the ballpark, and we have a very juicy matchup when looking at both pitchers. So there's really not a lot of batters that you could go wrong taking today. You like Semien, you like Seager, you like Adolis Garcia on the Rangers, you like Soto, you like Judge, you like Jazz Chisholm on the Yankees. I'm not going to talk about any of those guys. This game is what we like to call an all-you-can-dong a buffet. I just have to hope that the 2 guys I pick are 2 that end up hitting home runs. Now, starting with Soto, he should just annihilate Nathan Eovaldi. Eovaldi has given up a ton of home runs to lefties on the year. He's gotten worse over the past 2 months. His home run per 9, specifically against left-handed hitters, is 1.54, up from 1.12 against righties. But as I mentioned, he's been much worse recently, allowing home runs to lefties. As for Soto, he hasn't been hitting a ton of home runs recently, but he has just been crushing the ball, being played at Yankee Stadium with wind blowing out, aim with that short right field. As for today, instead of taking his bases, we're going with him to hit a home run because I have before laddered his bases up to 4. And then as for Marcus Semien, these are the same exact notes that we had yesterday. So if you watch that, this is going to sound familiar, but this is a play backing him against one of the best matchups in the MLB for right-handed hitters. Carlos Rodon has been among the worst pitchers in baseball, allowing right-handed batters, to put the ball in the air and hit the ball hard, which is a recipe for a home run. He's just been awful. And Semien recently has crushed his pitch mix, predominantly fastballs and sliders. He's crushed fastballs and sliders recently with a 66.67% hard hit rate and an ISO rate of 43% against those 2 pitches from lefties over the past month. He goes yard today. He stays hot. Soto goes yard, starting us off with a 2-0 day right there. Next up, another game in which I'm going to have 2 players, this time in the Cubs versus White Sox. I'm taking 2 guys on the Cubs, Thea Suzuki and Ian Happ. I'm taking both of them to hit a home run. So this is another separate same game parlay that you will need to place. And I will admit, part of the reason why I'm on both of these guys is because of the odds. And not because the odds are so juicy, but actually the opposite. FanDuel is pricing, in all the books, not just FanDuel, all of these books are pricing both of these guys, giving them such short odds to hit a home run, which in my opinion is the books showing us their hand that they really think that these guys are going to go yard, and they don't want to be overexposed and giving out too large odds for guys to hit the home run. Part of that, a little bit of a tinfoil hat thing, but I do think that there are certain situations where you'll never see Sia Suzuki and Ian Happ priced in the plus 300s, let alone the plus 300s. So I do think that in unique situations such as that, the books are kind of showing their hand, and you can take advantage of it. That's kind of what I'm doing here. Now, there is easily logic for both of these guys to go yard and for why they're priced at shorter odds than you would expect. Number one, incredibly juicy weather game being played at the White Sox home stadium. It's already a hitter's park, but 10 to 15 mile per hour winds blowing out of the stadium. Another incredible game. And for the White Sox, we have an amazing dong ball pitcher on the mound in Chris Flexen, who's terrible. Now, he's particularly bad against left-handed hitters, so that helps Ian Happ specifically. He's also just bad in general. He's got the 9th worst home run per 9 in the MLB on the entire season. But if you look at his last 10 starts, it's even worse at 1.80. Both of these guys hit the pitch mix for Chris Flexen as well. I absolutely love both of them to dong one. Let's hope that they both come through for us. Next up, this is play number 5. I'm taking Jock Peterson to hit a home run. So he went yard yesterday. Peterson went yard yesterday. I was thinking about taking him. I didn't. I should have, but I didn't. But he's got another good matchup today, so I feel comfortable riding with him again today. And he's been really, really hot recently. And what I love about Jock Peterson is he's only in the lineup when the Diamondbacks face right-handed pitchers. So they're basically telling him, hey, when you see a righty, swing away, kid. And that's exactly what he does. He's been red hot recently. As I mentioned, he hit a home run yesterday. He's got 6 home runs in his last 13 games. But 3 of the games in which he didn't hit a home run, he was a pinch hitter and only had 1 at bat. So really, it's 6 in his last 10 full games. And he's been crushing the ball. In that stretch, 24% barrel rate, 56% hard hit rate, 18.3 degree launch angle, and an average exit velocity of 96.4 miles per hour. Crushing the ball while also putting the ball in the air. He's also significantly better against right-handed pitching. That's why he's in the lineup against righties. He can hit them really well. His ISO rate against right-handed pitching, 27.7% on the entire season, up from about 18% against lefties. Nola loves to give up home runs. It's a perfect matchup for Peterson to dong one in back-to-back games. Let's hope we're on the right side of it today. That's play number 5. Plays number 6 and 7, once again, are in the same game. You'll notice that I do like to target juicy games from a pitching and weather perspective. For this one, it's more so targeting a juicy pitching matchup as opposed to a juicy weather matchup. But 2 guys on the Padres, and I should just tell you, Manny Machado, Jackson Merrill, 2 guys on the Padres, the best matchup you can dream of for their pitching matchup, going up against Roddery Munoz of the Marlins. We've targeted Munoz all year. It's come through for us more often than not. He's been a full-time starter since for the Marlins since June 8th. So 10 starts. He's made 10 starts since June 8th. His home run per 9 is 2.50. As I mentioned, we talked about Chris Flexen earlier. Chris Flexen had the worst home run per 9 on the season. The 9th worst home run per 9 on the season at 1.50. Roddery Munoz is at 2.5. If you look at the data since June 8th, which is that full 10 start sample size, that's the 2nd worst home run per 9 in the MLB in that stretch. Only Cutter Crawford is worse. If you look at that stretch, his advanced numbers, as I'm sure you could have guessed it, are terrible. Hard hit rate of 44.5%. That's the 7th highest hard hit rate. 3rd highest barrel rate at 12.1%. 27th highest launch angle at 16 degrees. And the 3rd fastest average exit velocity. Not only is he allowing batters to hit the ball hard in literally every metric you could possibly look at, he's also allowing batters to put the ball in the air at a bad rate as well, which is just a great recipe for us targeting home runs. Now, Jackson Merrill is a lefty. Munoz is worse against lefties. Now, he's bad against both, so it's not like only target lefties against him. He's just worse against them. Merrill just went yard yesterday. He's been on fire recently. I feel no issues, no scaredness was what I was trying to say. I don't think that's a word. No fear of taking him to go yard in 2 straight games. And then Manny Machado, he hit a home run 2 games ago. He didn't hit one yesterday, but overall, he's just been hitting the crap out of the ball. He's at a combined 13 hard hits in his last 5 games. Very confident that both of these guys go yard today. And we're getting a pretty good price on both of them as well, especially Jackson Merrill. And then our last pick of the day, Elly De La Cruz to hit a home run. Very juicy price at plus 525 odds on this one. So we've taken De La Cruz to hit a home run 2 games in a row now, and he hasn't. This is our 3rd straight day doing him, but he's got another really, really good matchup, and he just keeps crushing the ball. As long as those 2 things are the case, I'm going to keep riding Elly De La Cruz to hit a home run. Over the last 7 days, he has the most hard hit line drive and fly ball, combined line drive plus fly balls in the MLB against right-handed pitching. He's hit 9. Again, hard hit line drives and fly balls generally equal home runs. He has 9 of those in his last 7 days against right-handed pitching. That's incredible. As for today, he's going up against a right-handed pitcher, Tobias Myers of the Brewers. Tobias is already not a good pitcher in his own right, but the biggest problem for him is he allows batters, specifically left-handed batters, to crush his fastball. He's given up 6 home runs specifically on his fastball over the last 2 months. 5 of those 6 have come against the fastball. Come to left-handed hitters. 5 of the 6 home runs have come against left-handed hitters on his fastball. He throws it about 40% of the time against lefties. They crush the fastball. That's also perfect for Elly, who also crushes fastballs. He's got a barrel rate of 22%, a hard hit rate of 75% over the past month against right-handed pitching four-seam fastballs. I know it's a lot, but it's against four-seam fastballs from right-handed pitchers over the past month. And then after those 2, let's say, okay, he doesn't hit one off of a fastball. The next 2 pitches that Myers throws are cutters and changeups, and Elly De La Cruz crushes both of those pitches as well. So as long as he goes yard today, we'll forgive him from missing them the past 2 games. And that's all we got. So 8 guys on Dong Watch for you guys to lock in. Reminder, you need to place separate bets as same game parlays for anybody in the same game. So you're going to have 4 bets placed total today. The full leg Dong Robin, which you can see on the screen here. And then same game parlay for Semien and Soto. That's number 1. A same game parlay for Suzuki and Happ. That's number 2, same game parlay. And then a same game parlay for Manny Machado and Jackson Merrill. That's your 3rd same game parlay. 4 bets total. We're most likely going to need 3 of these guys to hit a home run in order to be profitable, unless we get, like, if Merrill or Cruz or Merrill or Semien, one of those guys, both of those guys hit a home run, then 2 will be profitable, but most likely going to need 3. That's all we got for today. Appreciate everybody for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, check out the Dub Club if you're interested, and have a good one.